Hey beauties, welcome back. Today I'm transforming into a dark possessed version of Spider-Man, a horror-inspired take where the hero becomes a monster. The video is sped up for time, but feel free to slow it down if you want to follow along step by step. Let's jump straight into it. For this Spider-Man look, I'm drawing inspiration from the newest suit, worn by Tom Holland. I start by focusing on one of the most iconic elements of the suit, the eyes. I carefully map out their shape, then use white paint to fill in the centre, creating a crisp, clean base for the eye frames. Next, I move on to the torn mask around the mouth and freehand a jagged torn effect. Don't worry about perfection here, just follow your instincts. To add more realism, I sketch in some random lines around the cheek area to mimic the torn mask, connecting the upper and lower sections. Before continuing with the mask details, I outlined the eyes and the edge of the torn mouth area using a liner brush and red paint. Then with a large flat brush, I covered the entire face and neck in red, avoiding the eyes and exposed mouth area. This establishes the bold classic Spider-Man base. Returning to the eyes, I take a liner brush with black paint and outline both the inner and outer edges of the black frame surrounding the white eye. I fill it in, then add a touch of dark grey along the lower lip of the eye to create subtle depth. A few soft white highlights around the eyes bring them to life and give a slightly 3D effect. Next, I focus back on the mouth. Using a liner brush and red paint, I reinforce the lines around the cheek area to accentuate the stretched, torn mask effect. I randomly add additional connecting lines to enhance the illusion of ripped fabric. I then fill the gaps between the tears with black, creating the impression of depth within the mouth cavity. Now for the teeth. I've chosen a freehand approach for this look, but you can adapt it to your own style. Using a short flat brush, I carefully paint sharp, demonic teeth emerging from the torn mask, giving the character a fierce, menacing grin. Moving on to the torso, I paint the upper chest in red and add blue under the arm, staying true to the modern Spider-Man suit design. With one side complete, I use a skinny brow pencil to map out the webbing across the face, neck and torso. I also sketch the spider emblem on the chest, ensuring the proportions are balanced. I then go over all the web lines on the torso with black paint and a liner brush, connecting curved lines carefully to maintain clean edges. After finishing the torso, I repeat the process on the face and head. Returning to the teeth, I mix a touch of black with red to paint the gums and then fill the spaces between the teeth with black to emphasize the depth. I soften the edges by buffing with a small fluffy brush and black eyeshadow, blending the gums into the shadows for a more realistic look. To finish the teeth, I lightly apply a sand-coloured shadow to give them a slightly dirty, worn effect. Finally, to complete the look, I take a large brush and black shadow to deepen the sunken areas of the neck and collarbones. And that's my dark Spider-Man transformation, a chilling twist on a classic hero. I hope you loved this look as much as I loved creating it. If you did, show it some love by liking and subscribing to support my Multiverse Halloween series. It truly means the world. You can also find more creative makeup looks and reels on my Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, sending you all so much love, and I'll see you in the next one.